is interesting. Everything feels like it's trying to quiet down again, but we're collectively told it's time to hit the ground running. I can't do that anymore, and I haven't been able to for a while. It started with a few things. One, if nature is slowing down, why do we fight so hard against everything to speed up and hustle? Two, I prefer my birthday to be my new year, so I'm 4 months into my year, and I should probably look at my vision board. Three, I have a chronic illness and ADHD, and 2025 taught me to be reverent of my internal cycle and kind to my brain. I'm still learning to honor how my brain and body work and finding a new way of doing things. I'm drinking a chamomile vanilla tea with oat milk creamer from Aldi and sweetened with honey, and it is delicious. I recently launched my coloring book and puzzle series. If you haven't seen it, it is still available on my website if you're interested, and I'm super excited about it. I think that the launch went really well. I think that I did everything that I could do, literally from running ads to working and posting on social media on a consistent schedule to being showing up on YouTube weekly, like through most of the year. And then I also reached, like I said, I think I said this, I reached out to people. And so to have them like promote my stuff and see if they want to share it. I was successful in getting someone to share my work share my products on their video, and she really enjoyed them. I appreciate it so much. Sunday, one more time, just had to shout you out. I just really appreciate you giving me a chance. And so I think this launch, I did everything I could do. I think that my family and my friends were so supportive, and I'm so thankful because I know, like, my brother doesn't color, but he ordered one of my coloring books, and I'm super thankful for that. And yeah, so moving into this year with that series, I am wanting to, or with that collection, I am going to start pitching it to brands because I really enjoy the creating the puzzle part. I think the coloring book went well, and I will probably, if enough people are interested in it, I will probably do a pre-order of it if that day ever comes. If not, it's totally cool. But I'm just thinking like what makes sense in terms of like hosting it online. And then with the puzzles, that resonated with me more than the coloring book, which I was surprised by because I was like, I'm an artist. I enjoy coloring. I want other people to enjoy coloring. I'm going to release a coloring book. And then the puzzles came secondary in mind. And so it was like, I forgot. I love doing puzzles. So it makes sense for me to pitch something I am passionate about to people. I'm cool with coloring. I'm cool with coloring. Like, it's a fun activity from time to time for me. And it's a fun activity from time to time for me, but I don't know if it's a product that resonates with Studio Cherie the way I wanted it to initially. And so, like I said about the brands, like I'm gonna reach out to different brands and see if I can get my work licensed to them. So art licensing is essentially renting out my art to different companies at different times and things like that. And so I'm super excited about doing that and also scared because, rejection is a thing, especially as someone who's like, I love art and I think I'm a good artist. I think I've settled into my style. I want people to buy this thing. So it is scary for me to constantly put myself out there, but I know in me putting myself out there, I'll eventually receive the yes that I want, even if I have to go through a bunch of rejection first. Like that is okay if I end up working with like an indie puzzle brand or something like that. Now I want to do more than just puzzles, but I'm starting with puzzles. The A lot of the art that you will see from me this year is going to be like collections that I am getting ready that will be on my storefront available for you to purchase or for someone to purchase or something like that if you want to. But my other goal with the art I'm creating is to get it into stores whether they're small stores or big box stores and stuff like that. And then in online websites and stuff like that. And stuff like that. And stuff like that. Um, that's scary. I'm 36 and being in a place where my career is not what I thought it would be is like, okay, this is cool. We're pivoting, especially because I was a teacher in a former life and I've seen other teachers who have left the profession go on to be more successful, or teachers who have stayed in the profession become successful in a way like just like supplementing their income. And it just makes you wonder, like I wanted to pivot and it's like, should I have stayed in this other place? And maybe there's an in between and I'm looking for ways to supplement my own income in that way where it's like, okay, well, what are your skill sets that you can pull together? Because if I'm being 100% honest, having a business is cool. I'm not going to pretend like I have it all together though. Like everything has not come together yet. And so it's like, all right, what else do we have to do? And that's cool. That's totally fine. It is what it is. And I think that's something we can all agree on is that I'm just kind of tired of seeing like the facade of perfection. And I'm looking for ways to disrupt that in my own life. And I look for that in other people who are not trying to be perfect or present this perfect image to me. And so, yeah, I'm here and trying to make it work. And hopefully it pans out well. Yeah. Creating in the winter is interesting. I felt like I needed to get 50 million things done before the new year and had to keep telling myself to relax. My brain knows what it needs to do, but I have to tell it again and again. I've been more disciplined in giving myself the support that I need to create consistently and not just for the dopamine hit. I do also need to continue to work on laying down so that I don't further exasperate myself when I know that I am already fatigued. I want to experience a lot of rejection this year in a good way. I think that, and if you hear the pitter patters of footsteps, that is my adorable pepperoni and cheese. Please don't hit the camera. Okay, I'll scratch your butt. Um, I want to put myself out there enough to hear the no's and to keep going. I feel like I felt a lot of rejection this past year because I did try, and I'm like, I want to experience that more because that means I'm attempting, that means I'm trying, that means I'm failing, and I'm failing fast. And I think that's the most important thing that I can do as a creative, as an artist, as a human experiencing the world is to fail fast and get to the thing that I need to get to. I think that means that everything won't turn out exactly how I planned it to, but it will turn out really good. You're leaning on me really hard. Okay. Um yeah, I think that I've experienced some loss this year or this past year and it's encouraged me to really live out loud, be more authentic, be more present, just try harder to fully experience all of this while I'm here because tomorrow isn't promised. And I'm not trying to end the video on a sad note, but I'm like, man, tomorrow is not promised. And so I'm going to try my darndest to live a good life. I'm 36 now, and I think I wish I would have been more aware of some of these things when I was younger. I don't really feel like I have many deep regrets in life, but because I'm at the beginning of this journey, I regret not starting and staying consistent much sooner. If I was more knowledgeable about how I could support myself, I would be a lot further along. But I have to acknowledge external factors as well. My hope is when I look back, I will have changed my mind. I think the best thing we can do when we feel this way is follow the age-old adage. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now.